Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Divine Masculine Guidance. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah Walsh and I am an intuitive empath, a life coach, and a holy fire Reiki master. So today I wanted to do a card reading in honor of the full moon in Pisces, which is why I have Pisces here right behind me, so that you'll remember what I'm talking about. Tonight, the full moon where I live in Central Time Zone is at 12:22 a.m., technically on September 2nd. So for like if you're at Pacific time, it would be 10:22 p.m. tonight on the 1st. And you can adjust your time accordingly. The energy is very strong with us for a few days, so it's kind of a gradual like building up and then like waxing and waning kind of speaking in moon terms. So it's not like it's just only happening just at that time when the moon is exactly full. It's kind of a, you know, any of the planetary energies are kind of a gradual increase and then gradual decrease. The full moon is a good time. Any full moon is a good time for releasing anything that doesn't serve you any longer. That could be thoughts, beliefs, bad habits. Could even be relationships, jobs. It could be anything. So it's a good time to just like take a look at your life, kind of take stock and think of like, what do I need to release right now? Because then in 2 weeks it'll be a new moon again, and new moons are good for manifesting. So setting intentions for something that you want to manifest into your life. So using the full moon energy to release things that aren't serving you any longer will make room in your life so that the new moon can then bring in new things to your life that are serving you better. So it's kind of they kind of go hand in hand, and obviously every 2 weeks it's either a full moon or a new moon, and it just cycles around. So that's just a little rundown of the new moon and full moon cycles. Pisces is, I'm gonna do a video about the different zodiac signs and their their light side and dark side, kind of, I guess I'll say, sometime soon. So stay tuned for that. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's related to kind of the spiritual world more, the spiritual realm. It's about things that are hidden. It rules the 12th house. The 12th house is the last house. And that's about like hidden things, your subconscious, other dimensions, supernatural things. A lot of Pisces are psychic, or at least very intuitive. Pisces is also a water sign, so that's going to be more emotional. And full moons can make people emotional just on their own, no matter what sign it's in. So if you're feeling very emotional lately, that might be why. I'm feeling exceptionally happy today for no reason, so that's good. I'll take it. Kind of surprising. I usually kind of get emotional with the full moons, but hey, I do like Pisces. It's really good energy. It's actually, Pisces is one of my favorite signs. And I sadly have no Pisces in my birth chart, so I always kind of wish I did. But I don't, which is kind of funny. That kind of relates to one of the messages that I was getting from these cards. Okay, so anyway, this is a card reading for the energies of the full moon in Pisces. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If the messages that I'm giving you don't relate to your life in any way, then that means that these messages just weren't for you. But my intention in doing any of the card readings is that everybody watching will get at least one message that relates to them, or one piece of advice, or just a new perspective that they didn't think about before, or something like that. So hopefully there'll be something that is pertinent to you and your situation. And if not, then it's a message for somebody else. Because, yeah, I just trust that the messages that come through, somebody needs to hear them. So, this is my second take on doing this video, because my son called me when I was like 19 minutes into the first take of it, and his phone call interrupted my video, and I don't know how to fix that, so I had to start all over. So this is take 2. So I've already had like the beginning of a rundown on this. So anyway, I'm going to show the boxes for the card decks that I'm using. I showed the one last time, but I thought maybe I should show all of them. So this is the box for the Mystical Shaman Oracle. just so you can see in case you're interested in them. And then this is the Spirit Animal Oracle, which I've been using every time too. And this one I showed last time, the Light Seers Tarot. And then I'm also using the Rider-Waite Tarot, the standard tarot deck. I don't usually use 2 tarot decks in the same reading, but for some reason today I was guided to, so I have 2 oracle decks and 2 tarot decks. So, oh, a little bit about I did want to say a few things about the full moon in Pisces. I said that Pisces is has spiritual tendencies, energy, so that might be something that's coming up for you. Maybe like your spiritual awakening, something you'll like get a jump start on that, or a kick in the pants for that or something. I don't know. And also, you might have like very vivid dreams this time. I know last night I was talking to a friend, and she said that she also has had very vivid dreams recently, and I have as well. That's a Pisces trait. They're the dreamer of the zodiac. And I know that during Pisces season, I often have very, very vivid dreams like throughout the whole time. Pisces season means when the sun is in Pisces, and that occurs every year towards the end of February and the first like 2/3 of March. That's what is considered Pisces season. So whatever the sun is, it changes every month. Then we say it's that season. Like I did a card reading for Virgo season because the sun is in Virgo right now. So that's what that means in case you're unclear. And I am, oh yeah, I already said that I'm going to do a video about the zodiac signs. And I might do other videos just about kind of general astrology information. So I'm working on that. Okay, so that's all I need to say about Pisces. And I'm going to just show you all the cards all at once, and then I'll get into the messages. So the first card we have is Completion from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, Completion number 9. And then we have our favorite card, the Corn again, number 10. I don't know what's going on with this card, but there are cards in that deck that I've never pulled in a reading ever. There's cards I've never seen in that deck. And 3 times now, in all 3 of the card readings I've done for this channel so far, I've pulled this card. And I think Spirit was just trying to make me laugh today, because when I was shuffling the cards this morning, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if the Corn came out again? And then it did. Oh, so what happened, now I can't remember what I said in the first take of the video and what I said in this one, but what happened again was that I was doing my daily personal reading this morning when I was having my coffee, and it was very clear that these were the collective messages and not my personal messages, so I did what I did last time, just brought the cards out here and then set them up and kind of got a few of the messages to get going with, and then I'll just channel the rest of the messages as we go. Okay, and then we have number 55, Taming the Wind. That's a woman. She's got like feathers and a tree on her head, and there's a bird. Okay, and then the Animal Oracle cards are number 11, Butterfly Spirit, Transformation is Beautiful. And then we have number 44, Panther Spirit, Reclaim Your Power. Those panther's eyes are so intense, aren't they? Intense. Okay, number 43, Owl Spirit, You See Clearly Now. Okay, and then for the tarot cards, we got, from the Light Seers, we got number 8, Strength. This is one of the, what's called the Major Arcana cards. There are, I believe, 21 Major Arcana cards in a tarot deck, and then the rest of them are called Minor Arcana. And the Major Arcana are it kind of signifies like it's a bigger deal, or it's kind of a big thing in the message. And then we got the 6 of Cups. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and then for the Rider-Waite deck, we got the Queen of Cups. And the Three of Swords. And number 1, another major arcana, the Magician. Sorry about the glare. I have to have a light on me to do these videos most of the time, and it makes a glare, which I don't like, but do what I can do. Okay. Okay, so we have the 9 and then the 10 and then 55 on the top row here together. So 9s and 10s are about like coming to the end of a cycle. 9 is kind of like wrapping up a cycle, which is very fitting that they gave that number to this card, since it's like, it's got a circle here, like a, you know, like a cycle. This is actually a snake. I don't know if how well you can see, but it's a snake that's eating its own tail. I think that has a name, and I think it's called, oh, I should have looked it up before this, but I think it's called Ouroboros or something like that. Ouroboros? I don't know. I don't even know what that means, but you can look that up if you want. A snake eating its tail is a thing. But yeah, so the 9 and the 10, wrapping up a cycle, and then 55 means change, like big change to me. 5s are about change. And so 55 would be really about changes. So this card is called Taming the Wind. It's, to me, is saying like there are changes blowing in the wind. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, maybe it's time to end an unhealthy cycle in your life. Maybe a karmic cycle. Maybe you've had a soul contract with a certain person and now it's time for that to end. Is kind of what I'm feeling from that. Which would make sense with the energy of the full moon of like releasing that which no longer serves you, would be very supportive of that, of wrapping up karmic cycles and getting ready to start the new cycle, something new. It's time for the new to come in. And with this row here together is saying to me that like somebody, maybe you, maybe somebody else, is watching other people or somebody else do things that they wish that they could do. The Taming the Wind to me is saying almost like you have to have almost like supernatural powers to be able to tame the wind, right? So it could be that someone is watching somebody else who is doing something that seems supernatural or just unbelievable, and they're just kind of watching and feeling left out, feeling like maybe they wish they were a part of it, but they're not, or maybe wishing that they could do that same thing, but they can't. But this card, the Magician, tells me that you can do it. You can do it too. That the Magician has all the tools at his disposal to be able to create anything. The Magician is the creator. And so this message is just saying to me that you are a powerful creator and you can create anything that you want in your life. Pisces is about dreams, so that would say to me, like, you can make your wildest dreams come true. You have all the power and ability to do it. You just need to stop feeling sorry for yourself and get up and do it. So here that she's sitting on the floor there, feeling left out or dejected, and this card to me is saying like the key is right there. All she need to do is stand up and go over there and get the key, put it in the door, and then she could get in and she could be where she is feeling left out from. This reminds me also of my intro video for my channel. If you haven't seen that, you could go watch that or not. I'll just tell you what I said in it. Basically, I was talking about my coaching services, and I was saying that, like, I have the key. Like, I know what you need to do, and I can, like, offer you the key, but you have to take the key, unlock the door, and walk through it. Like, you have to get up and do it. You have to do the work. I can't do the work for you. I can help you. I can assist you. I can guide you and help you out, but you have to do the work. So this card just reminded me a lot of that. It's basically, you can do anything you want to do. And maybe you need a little help along the way, but the help is out there somewhere, and you can find it. You just have to look for it and accept it when it's offered. This card, the Three of Swords, is usually a card about heartbreak. But to me, this card is saying, speaking about victim mentality. And it's saying, like, it's time to give up the victim mentality, which makes sense because that's also kind of that's one of the, I'd say, like, the negative Pisces traits, is sometimes they tend to play the victim. Not all. I'm not saying all Pisces do that. I'm just saying, like, that's a tendency of the energy. So, like, this to me is like these three swords, and it's like, oh, but this person did this to me, and oh, but this happened to me, and oh, but this situation is the way it is in my life, and there's nothing I can do to change it. It's keeping me stuck, or it's keeping me trapped where I don't really want to be, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm here to say there is something you can do about it, because you are the magician. And you can do anything you want. The only thing that holds you back from doing anything you want is you. As incredible as that may sound. And I have a lot of empathy for that, because I myself, for most of my life, played the victim card. You know, I was like, oh, I can't do this because of this, and I can't do this because of that, and oh, this person did this to me. And I just want to say that it's time to take your power back. And that's, this card gives that message. Reclaim your power. It's time to take your power back. You are a sovereign being, and you are a powerful creator, and you can make anything happen. You just have to visualize it and set the intention and do the work that you need to do in order to get it. And when you decide to do something, the universe will support you if it's for your highest good. So you will receive that help that you need. You will be given the key that you need to unlock that door. But you have to get out of that poor me attitude, because that's not going to get you anywhere. And for me now, I know that I never see myself as a victim. Anytime, like, somebody does something to me, I just recognize it as that's on them. If someone does something to me, that's on them, and I don't need to let that affect me. Like, I have the power to not let that affect me by just saying, I don't give them authority to affect me. I'm not going to let them touch my happiness. I'm not going to let them hurt me. Yeah. And then, what else did I get? Okay, so the corn today. The first time that we got this card, it said to me, it was referencing abundance, and that there was enough for everybody, like an abundant harvest. And then last time I did the reading, the corn was, don't stay lost in the corn maze, or something like that. And today the corn is, you see how, like, this ear is like ripe and fully exposed, and then, like, this one is like almost ripe maybe and kind of exposed, and then you got ones that are like fully covered up and stuff. And so this was saying to me, like, if you were watching somebody else's journey, and you're feeling left behind, or like you're far behind them or left out, this card is saying, first of all, it's not a competition. I think I've said that before on one of these videos. Everybody awakens and ascends in their own time, when the time is right for that individual person. So just because you're not there yet doesn't mean you're not going to get there. And it's a lifelong journey. I mean, you never like arrive at a destination and you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm fully awakened now, and life is perfect, and I'm living in the 5D, and I don't think that ever really happens. I mean, maybe someday, but certainly not anytime soon. And, you know, you're always going to have things come up. You're always going to spiral back around to things that you thought you had healed, and you're going to realize there's another layer to it that you still have to work on, and there's still more healing to be done. There's always more healing to be done. So, and like I said, it's not a competition, so everybody is at the perfect place for them. Everybody's where they need to be, and everybody, you know, you're gonna continue progressing on your journey, and don't compare your journey to anybody else's journey. Is that we all mature and awaken and ripen in our own time. And the Six of Cups was also kind of giving that message to me of, like, this card shows, like, this guy when he was a little boy and this dog when it was a puppy. So they were, like, little together, and then they grew up together, and now they're still together. But so this was kind of like the journey of life and maturing and growing. And also, butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. Like, it's time for a transformation. And it all starts with you. But the world is also going through transformation right now. I'm getting the analogy of maybe you feel like a caterpillar and you're like hanging out on your leaf, and you're like watching the other caterpillars, you know, one at a time, in their own time, make their cocoons and disappear inside, and then you watch them emerge as a beautiful butterfly, and they fly away, and you think, wow, I'd like to be a beautiful butterfly. That looks amazing, but I don't really know how to make a cocoon. And also, I'm not really sure what's going on inside those cocoons. That looks a little scary. And I don't know it's unknown, it's uncertain, and it's changed, so it's scary. So I don't know if I'm really ready for that. I don't know if I know how to do that. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know. So I think I'll just stay here on this leaf. I'll just keep being a caterpillar, and I'm fine. I'm all right. You know, it's not as good as being a butterfly maybe, but it's all right in its own way. And you know, life's pretty easy. I know what to expect. I've been a caterpillar my whole life, and I'm good being a caterpillar. But this owl spirit, you see clearly now, is saying to me, maybe you're having the realization that it's time to become a butterfly. Your time has come to become a butterfly. And so it's time to just take a leap of faith and start building that cocoon. And your instincts will show you the way. The universe will show you the way. You will have help to know what steps you're supposed to take in order to build your cocoon and to go inside and become a butterfly. That's a nice message. Let's see. Talked about all that. The strength card really wasn't speaking to me in this reading that much, although it does take a lot of strength to make a change and to take a leap of faith. You have to be strong. You have to be brave. You can't be a sheep. You have to be a lion. You have to go from being the sheep to being the lion. Oh, but also these cards. So this card, she's got the infinity symbol as a tattoo on her arm there. And then she's got a pendant that's a heart. And then the magician also has the infinity symbol over his head. And this has a heart. And this also has a heart. At least I think that's a heart. I saw it as a heart today anyway, in the middle. And this is like a portal, and there's the heart. So all of those things together were definitely telling me that the message I'm supposed to give, and I've spoken about this before, is that your heart is a portal. Which seems crazy, right? Maybe. It's an actual portal to the universe, to everybody else that exists, and every being that exists, and God, and everything. You're connected inside your heart. Oh, I was going to do a drawing. Too late now. I forgot, because I did get this message earlier. Is that the infinity symbol, I don't know if I'm able to explain this. The heart is like the center of what is called a torus. Okay, this is the information that I was given by Spirit. I can't say for sure it's true, but I believe it's true because I was given it. Anyway, is that your heart is like the center of a torus, which is Taurus, which is like an energy vortex kind of a thing. And it kind of like, it's like a donut. So it's like a donut. So I was shown that the heart portal is like a torus, and it's really like the infinity symbol as a three-dimensional sphere. So I see it, and normally when I've done research on a torus before, it looked like it just goes in like this and then out and then in like this, like loops around like that. But I was shown that it actually goes like this way, and then when it gets to the middle, on the other side it goes this way, like an infinity symbol, like do. Okay, so that may be a little too deep for most of you. I'm sorry if it was, but I was supposed to say that because I was given the infinity symbol and with the hearts. So, but all you need to know is your heart is a portal, and you are connected to absolutely everyone and everything through the energy of love inside your heart. So, I don't know what you are going to do with that information, but there you go. There's the message. And then, I don't know if I said this, but 11 is a number of healing. So, this may be a good time for healing. And then we also have like I can't remember what I said in this video and what I said in the other one. I'm sorry if I already said this. But we have the 11, we have a 44 and a 55. So those are like three, what would be called master numbers, like the double numbers. So if those numbers mean something to you, or I don't know. To me, it just seems like a good synchronicity. And then the last message I got, which is, I don't really want to talk about this. I don't know why. The Queen of Cups is a Cancer card, the sign Cancer. Cancer is the mother. And the Queen of Cups usually signifies somebody, it's very motherly, and it also signifies like emotional healing, like you've done your emotional healing. And so to me, this card today, which is never, I don't think I've ever gotten this message from this card before, but it's saying to me like, you might need to look at your mother wound. Like, most of us have at least a little bit of a mother wound and a father wound, which is ways in which our parents maybe weren't there for us in the way that we would have liked them to be there. Or, if one of your parents was abusive or very controlling, neglected you, didn't protect you from abuse, or anything. It could be anything. Maybe your mother was a narcissist, which, if that's the case, I'm very sorry, because I believe the mother and the father are both very important, obviously, but I really feel like the mother is key to emotional development. And I've noticed that people who have mothers who have narcissistic tendencies tend to then themselves become narcissists. So that's really unfortunate, because you can't really get over that. You can't really, most people I know anyway, you can't really overcome that. But I don't know why I'm talking about this. But anyway, so maybe you need to look at your own relationship with your own mother, and ways in which it wasn't maybe what you would have liked it to be or what it should have been. But everything happens for a reason, right? So, but maybe it's time to forgive your mother, or to heal from any mistreatment from your mother or anything like that. Because it's time now for our planet. The divine feminine is, she's making a comeback, I guess is the way I'll say it. The world, she's been written out of history and out of religion and out of the world for many years now. And that was intentional, because the divine feminine is the creator. And there were certain factors at play that didn't want us to realize how powerful we are, and what powerful creators that we are. So they deliberately tried to erase the divine feminine from the world, and she's coming back. That's one of my main missions in this life, was to help bring the divine feminine back to the planet. Yeah. But that starts with us healing our own feminine side inside of ourselves, because if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, within us. And I've talked about that before, of the balancing the two. And that's kind of the goal, and the way to do your healing is to do that. So yeah, this might be a good time to just look at your own feminine energy and see where it might be imbalanced, and also look at your relationship with your mother and how that might be imbalanced and may have been unhealthy in certain ways. And it might be time to start to heal that and move past it, to forgive your mother, and to, I guess that's all I need to say about that. So, gosh, I feel like I'm ending this on such a serious note. I'm sorry. That's kind of heavy there at the end. Anyway, somebody, I guess, needed to hear that. So, yeah. Well, let's see if I can do a little recap here. It's time for you to take your power back and to stop being a victim, to realize how powerful you are and that you can create anything. You can make your wildest dreams come true. You can create any life that you want. You have that power. But you have to stop giving your power to other people and circumstances and situations, and stop letting other things stop you from doing what you really want to do, because you can do anything. And it's time to close out unhealthy cycles and start new, better cycles. And it's time to have our transformation, to turn from a caterpillar into a butterfly. And I guess that's all I need to say for the recap. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got at least one message that was for you out of it, if not more. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, you can send me an email. I will put that down in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching my videos. And I would appreciate it if you liked this video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, maybe share it on Facebook or some social media. I would really appreciate that, only if you want to. And I will see you next time. Bye.